John from JO Ventures Outdoors, and I've got a video for you today. I've got a couple mail calls, and I have some Victorinox knives I want to talk about. My 3-layer models. So we have a SAK pack edition today, and one of the mail calls is a bunch of Victorinox knives. So I think you'll really like that. But the first one is from Jesse McJames. Jesse McJames just hit 500 subscribers. Congratulations to you, Jesse, and he had a giveaway. Sent over a couple items for that. And Jesse, just a super nice guy. I was able to meet him and his wife, Mrs. Alien Outlaw, this summer at the Case Knife event in Roachdale, Indiana. That was just a great time, and enjoyed the fellowship there, and really enjoyed having lunch with Jesse and his wife. So Jesse, just a super nice guy. Got to go over and check out his channel. Does a live with Randy's WSG. Really is into K-bar knives and military related knives, and so does a great job on his channel. So Jesse, appreciate you very much. He sent over a little gift, and it's a Rosecraft. I was like, wow. I just can't believe the kindness of this community. He sent over an Awananta green Rosecraft knife, and just a super great little knife. Here it is, green G10 D2 steel, and it's got that Wharncliffe blade. I don't know what you call that, sheep's foot or Wharncliffe. I think, I'm not sure. But anyway, just super utility blade. Andy Armstrong designed, and I put a little barrel knot lanyard. I wanted to learn how to tie that, and I think it did pretty good for my first time. I'll practice some more, but I'm just going to make that a little pocket dropper. Got a half stop. Again, nice sheep's foot blade there. Great for utility cuts and that sort of thing. I've already found it to be very, very handy. D2 steel, again, super nice. So thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate this. This is super cool. I told him, I said, I've been looking at these. I thought about buying one. They can be fairly, I think they're fairly inexpensive, but listen to that snap. Wow. So thank you, Jesse. I really appreciate this very much. And so got that mail call. Then Walter set me up again. He sent me some more Victorinox and a couple other items. Sent me a Gerber shard, and that's got kind of a copper color. And if you're not familiar with the Gerber shard, you really ought to pick one up. It's a great keychain tool. It has a Phillips screwdriver, bottle opener, a pry bar here, and 2 screwdrivers. Put that on your keychain. I have one already, so I'm going to keep this in the package. I might potentially use that in a giveaway. I need to check in with Walter on that to make sure it's okay. But he sent that over, which was super cool. Thank you, Walter. Walter also included this Work Pro utility knife. I've heard a lot of good things about these. It's got a pocket clip on this side. You just lift up on this to change the blade. I'm not going to do that right now. Don't want to cut myself on camera, but here's a liner lock, and it folds down just like that. So you can buy these, I think they're in a pack of 2 or 3 for like $12 or $15. So again, fairly inexpensive. Walter asked me, he was like, well, what Victorinox models do you not have? So I gave him a list, and he sent over a few, 3 of them to be exact. And so I'm going to show you those here, and we'll show you some others. So this is a Bantam. I've had a Bantam, several Bantams before. It has the main blade, and it has the combo tool, toothpick and tweezers. There's also an ALAX version of this. This is a 84 millimeter model, and no back tools, just super slim, lightweight. If you just need a little knife and want a little bit of utility, this is what I would recommend. Fantastic model. So the Bantam has returned. I will try not to let that one go. I gave away the other two. The other one that he gave me that I didn't have was this is a 3-layer model. I'm going to show you some other 3-layer. This is the Hiker. So this is the same as the Camper, but it switches out the corkscrew for a Phillips screwdriver. It has the opening layer. There's the opening layer. It has the main blade, the spare blade, and it adds, for the 3rd layer, the saw. So if you'd rather have the screwdriver, it also has the awl back here. If you'd rather have the screwdriver than the corkscrew, then you would get this. If you'd rather have the corkscrew, then you would get this model. This is the Camper, and it's the same as the Hiker, but it changes out the screwdriver for the corkscrew. Another 3-layer model. So that's one he sent me, and then he also sent me an Explorer. Now the Explorer is a 4-layer model, and it gives the opening layer here, inline screwdriver, inline Phillips screwdriver right there with a half stop, magnifying glass, main blade, scissors, and spare pin blade, little bitty pin blade, and then also has the corkscrew as the pinhole. I've added a pin. I've added an eyeglass screwdriver. I added a pocket clip, and it has the toothpick and tweezers, the awl, and the parcel hook. Okay, so excellent model. I'm actually going to start carrying this, even though it's a 4-layer. 4 layers are kind of hard to carry. I'm going to try it because I just love this model. Love it. So that's what Walter sent over, and I really appreciate this, Walter. He's been a really great support to the channel, and just sending over all kinds of really great goodies. We trade things back and forth. I sent him a little box of some knives I picked up recently, a couple of them somewhat vintage, and so hopefully he's enjoying that package. And I sent him a Kershaw filter, so to try out. Those are just a really great budget folder. So let's look at the 3-layer model. So you've already seen the Hiker. That's a 3-layer. You've seen the Camper. This is one of my campers. This is like the normal Camper. This is discontinued. It has the camping emblem on the scale there. I also have an economy Camper. This doesn't have the toothpick or the tweezers, and the tang stamp on this side says economy. I got this used on eBay. Again, the Camper is going to add the saw. So there's the saw on this economy Camper. Has a little bit different shield on the scales. Has the corkscrew, no pinhole, and has the awl, but no sewing eye. So this is a little bit older model Camper, but an economy Camper. I also have the Super Tinker, which is a 3-layer model. It's the same as the Tinker. It has that screwdriver in the back. It adds the parcel hook. It has the awl, but it adds the scissors. This is a very popular EDC model, and these are 3D printed scales by Walter, and they're plus scales. They have a pen, ink pen there. Again, we have the straight pen here as well, and I love this. I carry this quite a bit. If we traded out this screwdriver for a corkscrew, we would have the Climber. And so here's the Climber. I just received this recently from the Radio Geek. Has this kind of a mossy, I almost want to say mossy oak, but it's like a camo type grass pattern on the scales. And again, it has the scissors, just like the Super Tinker, and all the other tools, except it changes out for the corkscrew. I've added an eyeglass screwdriver. This model does not have a pinhole. Again, the awl and the all-purpose hook. So that's the Climber. That's a 3-layer model. The other 3-layer model that I have is rare. This is the Voyager. This is a climber, except it adds a few other things. It has plus scales, and all of the tools are right here. Here are the tweezers, and they're like small tweezers. They go up here. There's an ink pen. It has the I-class screwdriver and the pen all come with it. It has the parcel hook, but it has a nail file on the parcel hook, just like the compact. It has the sewing eye with the awl, but it adds a digital clock with the time, an alarm, and a stopwatch on the digital clock, on the scales. And the battery's changed out right over here. So then, just like the climber, it has the opening layer, the scissors, the main blade, and the small pin blade. That is the Voyager. And I got that in a pawn shop, did a trade for that. The other one I have is also a one-of-a-kind because it's a 3-layer Explorer. It doesn't have the opening layer. It only has the scissors. This is by Walter. Walter made this for me. I modified it. It has the magnifying glass and the inline screwdriver and the main blade and the spare pin blade over here, the small pin blade. The awl, because I use the awl quite a bit, and the parcel hook. So this also has plus scales that are 3D printed and were made by Walter. So and I put a Night Eyes hip clip on this one because it does not have the key ring, because the key ring goes with the opening layer. So those are my 3-layer Victorinox knives from my collection, and I'll come back with my 4-layer in a video here in the near future. Well, thank you to Walter, thank you to Jesse McJames, and thank you all for watching.